All right, welcome back to Uriel's Lantern. We're out here doing a radiant pathway. And, you know, I've put out just a little bit today already that I've been having these kind of spicy battles with traffic court. So my trials and tribulations are literal trials. I don't know if they're literal tribulations, but they're literal trials, and I have to fight these things in all these different ways. And part of me is like, oh, woe is me. This is no fun, and it's hard, and it takes up time, and it's really isolating. Part of me is also like, I'm going fucking beast mode. I'm going to learn all this shit, and then nobody is ever going to harm me or my friends ever again. And I'm gonna own that. I'm going to protect every single soul. I'm going to teach them what I can, and collectively, we're going to be badasses. You know, like, the bunny rabbit isn't a masterpiece because it doesn't commit violence. You know, that is not what makes it glorious, because the bunny rabbit, you know, against a couple other bunny rabbits, maybe there's some kick fights, but, and I've seen those little ninja buddies kicking back and forth. That's pretty fun. But generally, they're not considered all that hazardous to the health of anybody else. And what you really want is kind of like Jordan Peterson-esque, where you have the monster within. You have an intense capacity to cause whatever violence you could ever think to commit, and then you live your life in a state of purposely choosing non-violent action. But it's not because you're a little pansy that can't defend yourself. It's because you've mastered yourself and can commit as much violence as necessary, but choose not to. And some of this is really about getting to the beast mode, getting into full beast, raw, passionate beast. Thou shalt none fuck. Let me try that again. Fuck thee not with mine anointed. That's the attitude. You know, if you're here, if you're watching this, probably an earth angel, probably sent from heaven down here to go kick some earthly ass, to send your enemies, the snakes and scorpions of Luke 10:19, a fluttering, to trample them underneath, to kick some holy ass to the Lord our God. So, put on your armor of God, get in the freaking fight, but you can't do it from, oh, please don't hurt me, sir. It's got to be beast mode. Got to be beast mode. So today, the radiant pathway is about helping ourselves and helping others get into beast mode. So, all right. So to do this, you got to get aligned. You need your heart, your body, your mind, and your soul all in alignment. We have to be in a position to broadcast this energy, broadcast this state of being from our very core, from our heart center, from our head, from the way that we walk, out to all the other consciousness that surrounds us. And we also got to be in a position to receive. It's not enough to just send it out into the universe. You got to bring it back home. So I like to do this while walking. Others prefer meditative. I don't think it matters. I just want my head clear. So I got to think about my hand, my ungloved hand, holding this phone in the cold, feeling kind of cold. Little wind across my nose. I can feel that too in my hair. Got a little sweat, and it's evaporating sweat, making my head and my ear cold. I can feel a little twang in my lower back. I'm getting into shape, but I'm not in it yet. What else I got? I don't know. We're just moseying along here in my body. Feel my heart beating. This feels like a good transition to, let's go talk to the heart. Hey, heart. I would like you to open up and reveal my divine spark. I can feel that petal kind of peeling back, that flower opening, and inside of there is like a little flame. And every time I breathe in, I'm going to stoke that flame, make that a little bigger. I guess I want this to fill my body. Sometimes I just want it heart size, but this mission is going beast mode. We're going to make it bigger. We're going to make this heart, let's fill up this whole body like a Johnny Flame. Oh. All right, now heart, what we're trying to do is get into beast mode. What we're trying to do is get into the avatar state. What we're trying to do is act with hyper intelligence, hyper focus, and effectuate change in our life. So I want you to think about or feel about what's blocking that. I'm asking that to my third eye too. And in the meantime, I'm going to build a little vase for consciousness with my heart center. I'm going to build a little Chinese vase. Kind of floats along in front of me. And we're just going to put some consciousness that no longer serves us in there. There's a sun, so I get some sun gazing. And I ask, all right, heart, what keeps us from going beast mode? My first answer is you're too weak. Oh, that can't stay. Scoop that out, put that in the vase. All right, heart, why can't we go into beast mode? You're afraid of your opponents. You know, there's a little truth to that. That doesn't stop me from going into beast mode. I'm like suing the entire state of Pennsylvania judges. So there's reason to be afraid. But, you know, we're going to get rid of that. I can take that consciousness, put it away. What else? Son, is there something blocking my third eye, my consciousness? Is there a gap? That comes back if God doesn't love you enough. Well, I know that's not true. I don't know that God plays favorites, but I heard back, yes, he does, and you're one of them. So I will accept that answer is true for now, and just scoop out the consciousness that says, I'm not good enough for God. God loves me. God loves you. If you're a light warrior, you've been through it all, and he's proud as hell. All right. Anything blocking my third eye from going beast mode? I heard you're in alignment here. Okay, heart, anything blocking us there? You're lacking some courage. That may be. Let's go scoop that out and put it away. Put it in the vase. I'm going to ask my gonads too. I'm a man. This manly ferocity comes from my balls. Is there anything stopping me there? I heard no, sir. So I'm going to call that good enough. I think it's possible. You know, I've entered beast mode before. I can do it again. And I imagine that if you're listening to this, you can too. All right. So, hey, Gaia, I got this vase. It's got some used consciousness. Can you take this, my dear? I heard back, yes, I can. Gotta love that guy so much. All right. So now, what else we got here? You can see that going down in my mind's eye. We're going to take a breath and sigh. Oh. You know, when you do spiritual work, you got to go take a sigh and let your body know it's done. You did that work. You think, you know, we want to be in a state of gratitude, because gratitude really doesn't exist until the thing is already done. So if your body is in a state of gratitude, or your mind is in a state of gratitude, you're already embodying the completion. So one, it's good to do because, you know, we want to thank the spirits of life that help us. But two, it's good to do because it helps us all embody the state that we want to actually be in. All right, now I want to see ourselves in the future in beast mode, and it shouldn't be that far away. You know, maybe it's even tonight, but I got some legal docs I got to write, and I want to be in beast mode for that. I want to be in the avatar state. I want to be in the flow state. I want to have my guides, my angels, those that are particularly expert at law, filling my ears with goodness, filtering my thoughts for the things that serve my highest and best purpose, and doing so kind of just like as the most courageous, sovereign, empowered human that I know how to be, filled with righteous anger and justice. So that's where I want to be. So we're going to build a little light body. You know, you already have one of these, but I like to make it as easy as possible for heaven to kind of accept what we're doing. So we're gonna build a pillar of light. You're gonna bring earth energy up from the ground below you, bring that into your heart center, and then shoot it out through your head above. We're gonna bring bright light from the sky down through us. I'm gonna bring some sunlight into this too. And those things are gonna go through our crown, through our head, through our core, and down to Mother Gaia, and kind of Jurassic core of the earth. And as they meet and mix, they find our heart center, and out of our heart center, there's this golden light that comes peeking out. I pinch that, and I pull it into my light body. I'm gonna fill it up with this divine light, and just breathing in, and I'm gonna inflate this kind of like soccer ball around me. I'm aware that your light body can be body shaped. I'm doing this for a different purpose, so I'm just filling this thing up with my mind's eye with this divine golden light. Dedicating this to beast mode. And I got a lot of work I got to do. And so I'm imagining just this coming week, I am talking to my friend, and I'm telling her, hey, I got a lot done. And I feel really good about it. And, you know, I can see myself sort of having created a bunch of legal packets, sent them out, fighting some traffic stuff, the local court, fighting some traffic stuff in federal court, where they violated my rights at the local court. And I can see my not my actual eyes, but kind of my etheric eyes just go big with this, go big with this kind of like light energy above them, just in the avatar state, just in the flow state. I can see my angels whispering sweet thoughts into my brain and into my field, me collecting them and putting pen to paper to go kick some freaking ass, which includes the rather gnarly clerk I dealt with today. Gonna deal with her in more nasty ways shortly. Yep. So that feels pretty good. We're gonna take that little thought and memory and process, give it a little Reiki, give it a little packaging, put it into a little orb, and we're gonna put this orb into the light body. And then we're gonna also say, hey, you know, give us some extra intelligence, a little divine extra intelligence, a little extra stamina, a little extra grace, a little extra courage, a little extra faith, a little extra endurance, a little extra will, and just fill it up, fill our cup up just a little bit more than what we have already. Make us that much more powerful when we're down here. We're gonna take that, push it up into heaven, breathe a little light, breathe a little life behind it. I can hear it be accepted, and it's done. So I'm gonna take a breath. We let out a sigh, thankful that it's done. Some extra parameters that this thing is speedy, swift, I guess continuous. Help me be in beast mode forever. If I gotta be doing this, might as well just flow in the avatar state. Why not? All right, now I got a little ferrous core, a little iron core. It's shaped like a magnet, and I am pulling that. You know, we planted the seed, but now we want the fruits of the seed to come towards us. So we're going to give it a short time to grow, but also grow towards us, and we're going to grow towards it. So you can almost imagine that there's a infinity layer of realities. We're going to poke our hand through all of them, find the one where we get into beast mode and where the vine is blessing us with wisdom and grace and courage and strength and intellect. We're going to pull that one into our reality with a little aid of our angels and spirit guides and Abba. All right. Feeling of gratitude. Thanks to Abba. Thanks to angels. Thanks to the one listener I might get from this. Thanks to heaven for responding. Feeling my call. My angels. Those that help me. And then we made it to the brook. I show this brook every now and then. I love this little brook. So peaceful. So tranquil. Maybe you can even hear the water. And with that, God bless.